Greetings, time travelers! Welcome back for some more casual, hardcore Minecraft. Real hardcore mode in this one, so far. Still alive for episode 4. It's happening. It's really happening. I'm still, the fate of the world is uncertain. This is on the uncertain world. But for the time being, I'm still alive, still working on trying to stay alive for the first time. But I definitely have some news to share with you guys today. So, some developments, thought developments. They're not really, major life event type news, but more like things that I've been making decisions about, things that I've been indecisive about. Like those types of that kind of news. And frankly, I'm not I'm not even 100% sure if I've made final decisions about these things, but I'm definitely making progress in that regard. But in this episode, the plans for this episode, gameplay wise, I kind of want to go around to the other side of this mountain because I haven't been there yet. I don't know what awaits me on the other side of this mountain, and I have to check it out if I'm going to be building on top of it. I gotta know what's, perhaps there's dangerous caves down there that I ought to be aware of or something like that. So I need to do that, and that's probably going to take me the majority of the episode. I mean, I probably will end up chopping more trees. Do I have enough? How many axes? Well, that's all right. I don't plan to chop a forest down, so I don't really need spare axes. This is fine. This is all I need. I'm pretty happy with what I. Why do I have all this cobble in a separate stack? I don't know. I was anticipating to start leveling the terrain over here. No, I wanna explore the other side of the mountain, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about plans for this world. What I want to do. What do I want to do next? Assuming that I survive. Cow? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Stop it. Thank you. So, plans for this world. Assuming I survive, and even if I don't survive, here's the thing. Well, I guess I'll just go right into it. I have a major problem with being able to part with the worlds, the Minecraft worlds that I spend time in. It's very difficult for me because I get overly attached to them, and that's a major problem when you're trying to do hardcore mode material like this, because you end up dying inevitably at some point. And then if you want to stay with the hardcore bit, well, then you have to start it over. You can't just go back to the world and keep playing it. I mean, I guess you can, but you can't just, you can only do that so many times until it just becomes unrealistic. Because currently I have this world, and then I have 3 other playlists on my channel: the mundane world, the nameless world, and the prologue world, all of which I care about, all of which I want to get back into, that I don't want to part with. And I made the decision to part with Mundane World 3 and 4, and that was really hard for me to make that decision. But those two, I decided that already having 4 ongoing worlds is barely realistic. So certainly having any more than that, what if it's 6 worlds? That's going to be even more unrealistic. Even if, well, I guess I was thinking perhaps I'll just play them off camera and then just come back to show you guys the 100-day world tours from those worlds. But I already have a bunch of off-screen worlds going on too, like 8 of them that I like a lot, that I want to keep playing in also. So no, I made the very difficult decision that I don't anticipate to ever return to Mundane World 3 or 4. And that was hard. But where I'm getting at is, I don't think I'm going to be able to follow through with what I initially said at the beginning of this, on the first episode, on the first couple of episodes, I guess, of this world. That I'm going to just, that I'm bracing myself to just let go of this world, of the uncertain world, just to just let go of it if I die, and then just start over again. I don't think I'm going to be able to freaking do that. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be, this is it. This is my last hardcore attempt for the time being. And what I'll have to do to get to my next hardcore attempt, if I do, because I'm probably still going to, if I die before day 100, I'm still going to be really bummed out about that, and I'm still going to really want to eventually try again. So what are the criteria going to be for me? Because I've already said similar things like this in the prologue world. In the first couple of episodes of the prologue world, I said basically the same freaking thing. I was like, yeah, I can't keep doing this. This is going to be the last world that I start in these recorded playthroughs, because I can't keep doing this. So this is going to be it, guys. If I die in this one, I'm just going to keep playing. And here I am, having to start it over in a whole nother world again, which is unfortunate. I kind of forgot that I said that in the beginning of the prologue world. I kind of feel bad about having abandoned, having betrayed my own commitment from that world. I gotta just stop talking for a second and appreciate the breathtaking beauty of this site. So we're getting there. We're getting to the other side of this mountain. It's so beautiful up here. It's gonna be just wonderful to live this world. It beats all of them. I mean, this is as good as it gets. I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. I thought the previous one, the prologue world, was as good as it gets. Guys, I think this is we have a new record here. This is just absolutely miraculous and astonishing to me that twice in a row, the spirit of Minecraft has granted me on a completely random roll, the first roll of the day. I didn't re-roll whatsoever for this world. I really wanted to just go with whatever random world the spirit of Minecraft would grant me, and this is what I got out of that. So it's and that really also that kind of reinforces my thinking that I'm not going to be able to part with this world. If I die, I'm going to have to just reincarnate myself and continue. So this is we're back to it. We're back to this sentiment of, well, this is hardcore mode for now, but at some point I'm going to die in this world, and then it's going to be the end of real hardcore mode, and I'm going to have to make a death obelisk just like I did in the prologue world, like I'm going to have to do in the nameless world and in the mundane world, an OG mundane world. I'm going to have to go back there and do the same thing there. So I'm going to have to do that again for this world eventually, once I die, because I'm not going to be able to part with it, because it's astonishing. This world is amazing. I'm not going to be able to just start over with Uncertain World 2. No, not for at least not until, okay, if I do that, it's not going to be until I bring all of these worlds up to at least day 200, because I am also kind of frustrated with having not gotten farther than day 100 yet. I'm just taking the opportunity to dig some dirt over here, because that was a very diggable little mound over there. I just had to do it. It was impulse. So yeah, I'm very frustrated about that, and I'm sure you guys are too. I'm sure a bunch of you guys had subscribed to me, anticipating that there's going to be continuation. I said that there was going to be continuation of the prologue world in the beginning of the prologue world. I said that this was going to be it. I'm going to keep playing this world now, even if I die. And then I died, and then I took like a 3-month break, and then I returned to it and reincarnated myself, and then I got to day 100, and then I was like, you know what? I want to restart with a hardcore mode world. So I really kind of betrayed myself there, my previous commitment that I made there. So, I'm sorry about that. I have to apologize for that. I really kind of forgot that I was saying that in the beginning of that last playthrough. Here it is again. This is what it looks like from this side. There aren't any dangerous caves coming out of that. On the contrary, there's only more to the mountain. There's more to the mountain range going into this direction. There's more calcite and more space to build really cool things with, and more iron and everything. I'm not going to get carried away just collecting all of the iron, because I'm going to get a fortune pick. One of the first things I'm going to enchant is going to be a pick, an iron pick. And I don't switch to iron tools until I can enchant them. The way I normally do this is if I get that far, if I get far enough into the game to where I'm actually enchanting things, which does happen every now and then. It's been a long time, but eventually I'm going to get to where I'm enchanting things, and that's the point at which I switch to iron, because I don't like to just use up my iron for unenchanted iron tools, because you just end up going through iron so fast. So I end up just sticking with my stone tools up until I have an enchanting table going and the bookshelves going and all of that. So yeah, just to reiterate, so going back to what I was talking about, so the plan for this world is kind of, I'm back to where I was at the beginning of the prologue world, the previous one, my previous run, and which is not over. I'm coming back to that world. So I'm back to saying once again that there's not going to be another hardcore run until I get to day 200 with all 4 of these worlds that I have going on. With this one, the prologue world, the nameless world, and the mundane world. I want to get to day 200 with each of those before I try my hand again with hardcore mode. Is there a little cave up there? It doesn't look like it, but it looks like there might be. If it's hidden, is there a hidden cave there? I'm not sure. I might end up having to use my X-ray special abilities, my throat singing activated X-ray abilities. I haven't done that yet, so for now I still haven't done that. I used the free cam mod, but I don't have the collisions, ignore all collisions activated. So it still doesn't let me go through the ground for the X-ray vision. So I can fly around, but I can't go through the. Oh, there's a cave. I can't actually go into the. I can't go through the ground to X-ray and to look at the caves underground. That would I would consider that a bit of cheating. It's like I end up doing that in my off camera worlds, in all of my hardcore worlds, even though I don't consider it too compromising. I don't consider it too much of a deviation from no cheating vanilla gameplay to actually just use the X-ray vision. And so in fact, I intend to get to that stage. Once I get far enough into this world that I feel like I've explored it on my own sufficiently first. See, that's the thing. I want to take the time to explore it without having to resort to that first, and then I'll probably cave into it. Let's go for an 8. This is a dangerous entrance over here. Yeah, nothing can crawl out of here. It's kind of interesting how it's dark, but it's safe because nothing can crawl out of here. That's interesting. It's like a window into this massive cave entrance. It's not an entrance. You can't really enter it from here. I'll just sort of light it up. Put some torches out here. Yeah, I can't even make my way down into this cave. It's a death sentence cave. I remembered the term I used. I came up with for these kinds of caves where they're just really big openings like this. They're death sentence caves because until you light up any cave openings that are along the ceiling, they're extremely unsafe because a creeper can fall on you, and if it falls a long distance before it blows up, the fuse timer of the creeper gets reduced, and it can get reduced down all the way down to a quarter of a second, which is exactly how long it takes for you to bring your shield up. So you're basically completely defenseless against creeper blasts until you have like 8 points, minimum of 8 points of blast protection across your armor gear. You should just not be going into those caves unless you can go from the ceiling. Unless you go from the ceiling and you can somehow light up the ceiling first, making sure there's no caves up there in the ceiling. That was the lesson I learned from my death in the OG mundane world. That's how I died in the OG mundane world. I thought I was going to be cool and try to get some diamonds before day 100, so I ventured into a death sentence cave, a very dangerous death sentence cave, in which there were large cave openings with unsecured ceilings. And at that time, I didn't do my due diligence, and I haven't looked into the way creepers work. I didn't really realize at that point that fuse mechanic, that the fuse time gets reduced on creeper blasts. So that's the reason why you're not going to have the opportunity to jump out of the way, because it'll be like you'll hear a hiss for a quarter of a second before it blows up on you. It'll just jump. The creeper will just jump right on top of your head and blow up before you have the opportunity to raise a shield. It is a death sentence to go into those caves without 8 points of blast protection. Not just 1 or 2. You need 8 points of blast protection on any armor, even if it's netherite armor. It's insane how unforgiving the death sentence caves are. The creeper blasts are from long distance creeper drops like that. And it's like, I think it's like 21 blocks. If it drops down to up to 21 blocks, maybe it's 24. I don't remember exactly the number of blocks it has to drop for the fuse to be reduced all the way. But even if it gets reduced to like half a second, well, that's still not enough time. You just should avoid it completely. Just avoid the death sentence caves completely until you have 8 points of blast protection on your armor. That's the rule for hardcore mode. Isn't it, Cow? I like to talk to my animals in these worlds. Okay, well, I went all the way around the mountain. Basically, I didn't really find any major, substantial, dangerous caves that would be a concern for a security concern, basically, if I'm trying to build on top. So there is, like, that area over there. I kind of do want to chop down these trees in this area over here to secure this area over here a little bit, because I think there might be some caves in this area over here that I'm unaware of, like underneath these trees. I do want to kind of secure. So that's what I'm gonna just go do that for now. Yeah, let's do that while I finish talking about this. So yeah, no more hardcore attempts for me. If I die in this one, it's gonna be game over until a very long time from now. Until I'm gonna have to go back to all 4, well, all 3 plus this one. I'm gonna have to get to day 200 of each of these worlds that I have going, and before I try again with a whole 5th world to try again and try my hand at a recorded hardcore mode world. I have a bunch of off-screen worlds going on that are hardcore mode, that are legit hardcore mode, in which I haven't died yet. It's easier to do off-screen because you're not as you're more distracted when you're trying to record yourself. That's the thing. Like right now, I have to turn around, raise my shield up really quick if a hiss comes along. I'm over here distracted, talking to you guys while I'm chopping trees, and a creeper can just come up, sneak up behind me. And I have to be ready to just turn around, face the creeper, find the creeper, and raise my shield up before it explodes. That's your last line of defense if a creeper creeps up on you while you're chopping trees, right? And if I'm distracted talking to you guys, well, I might not actually do that. And it's something that you never really get a chance to practice. I might not even do that even if I'm not talking to you guys, because it's just something you don't have much practice on, so you don't have good reflex for that. Hearing a hiss behind you while you're chopping a tree, it barely ever happens. I don't think that's ever happened to me. It's just something that I know is a risk. So I've been anticipating it, but you can only anticipate these things to an extent. I just want to sleep up here real quick. Oh well, here we go. Just to catch the sunset. I like to see the sunset where I sleep. All right. So, let's wait till there we go. Morning, I can get back to talking now. It was good sleep. Well rested. Now I can get back to the conversation. So yeah, in my off-screen worlds, I have a bunch of them, and I've been doing fairly well in those worlds. Oh, I need a hoe. I'm down to 1 hoe. Oh well. Yeah, well, I'm close to them. Here, I'll just finish up the chopping over here. Is there another block? How come these aren't decomposing? Oh, yes, there is. There it is. They won't decompose unless all of the wood is broken. All right, I want to go back to base camp and make another hoe because I'm going to need it. Brown sheep up here. I kind of want a spare bed. I kind of want to leave a bed up here. A permanent bed. Up. And then I want to have a spare bed. I'm gonna shear the brown sheep. Why can't I do? Why is it? No, oh, because I don't have my shears equipped. There we go. Oh, that's just one. Well, that's not enough wool to make a bed. I never make brown beds. This might be the first brown bed I ever make. But I guess it's a rare sheep color. I mean, they spawn naturally. It's a natural color. A natural, earthy, brown. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with brown beds. All right. Okay. Well, that sheep isn't. Oh crap! I have visitors. Oh well, they don't seem to be particularly concerned about me being up here. They haven't noticed me yet. They have very poor eyesight, apparently. Yeah, they're not. They're just gonna go their merry way. Hopefully, they just won't even climb up here. There's the white sheep. Do I just want to get more white wool? Where did that brown sheep go? There it is. Yeah, it already revived its wool. I'm afraid to go down to it to try to get more wool from it because I don't want those guys to notice me. Yeah, screw that. Let's just get some more white wool. Well, that was only one. That wasn't enough white wool. Now I have not enough white wool or brown wool, and I don't want to go down there. I don't want to have to fight those guys yet. Yeah, screw that. I'm just not gonna leave this bed up here yet. I'm just gonna carry it around for another while. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, it climbed back up for me. Climbed back up. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that's 2 wool. Wonderful. Now I can make a brown bed. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Back to the original plan. Back to the original plan. Now I can make a brown bed. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. It's an earthy and natural brown bed. Yeah, I'm going with that. I'm gonna go with a brown bed. And I have a spare block of wool now. I guess I'll keep it there. For now. I'm not sure why I carry shears around with me. Like, what do I need them for? Why do I do that? I'm not even sure. It's just a habit. I don't really need to do that. I should just leave the shears behind for now. I just taking up an extra inventory spot. I'm carrying around the wool so that I can breed some cows if I come across them. And I've been forgetting to do that. There were some cows over on the other side of the mountain that I didn't breed like I planned to. I forgot that I have the wool for the wheat for it. There's a cow. There's a second cow around here. I'm gonna breed them. I should also get a wheat farm going here eventually, at some point. But I'm gonna need to clear a bunch of land first. I'm gonna need to flatten out a bunch of land up here to get a wheat farm going. I do want a wheat farm up here in the mountains. But it's gonna be a while. I mean, it's gonna be a while to get that wheat farm going because of how uneven the terrain is up here. There are a bunch of cows. A bunch of cows here. So yeah, I'm gonna breed these cows once I clear this area up a little bit. Back to some relaxing wood chopping. Best part of Minecraft. I should just stop talking for a while and just enjoy the music. Enjoy the what's it called? The atmosphere. The relaxing wood chopping. Two cows over here. Let's go ahead and breed these cows. There's that one. Is there a fourth one? I think there's just those 3. So I'm gonna wait for that one, for the cow now to grow up into a 4th cow, and then I can breed 4 cows. And then I guess I can just go back to the village, because at the village they have a farm going. But, well, that villager, there's a farmer, a villager farmer that tends to that farm, so I'm not going to. Is that a 4th cow, or is that the same cows? I think that was one of the 2 that was from here. Yeah, I think there were just the 3. No, that is a 4th cow. That is a 4th cow. Alright, let's try to breed these cows, too. Yeah, alright. That did work out. Very nice. Very nice. Now I have a couple of extra calves. And I have 6 more wheat. I'm just gonna wait for these calves to grow up, and then I'll breed all 6 of the cows. I never made a extra stone hoe. That's what I went back to base camp for, and I forgot to do it. Oops. Oops. Alright, well, I'm gonna just finish doing what I'm doing over here. Finish these trees. Was there anything? I guess that's it. I didn't really have any talking points to say. I said everything I wanted to in this episode. I wanted to just talk about the plans for the future for this world. Indecisiveness. I wanted to talk about the nature of indecisiveness. If you can't tell, I'm a very indecisive person. Well, I take a long time to arrive at decisions, and I go back and forth multiple times before doing that, and I advocate for that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that I ended up going back on decisions that I do feel bad for having said that I wasn't going to do this in the prologue world. In the beginning of the prologue world, I said I wasn't going to just start up a new hardcore mode world again. I said that I was going to just keep playing the prologue world, and then I betrayed my commitments, and I started up a new hardcore mode world. So that I do feel kind of bad about that now that I remembered that I said that. So you have my apologies. That is pretty bad. I really should, and I don't intend to do that again. With this world. Oh man, I had a torch up there. See, this tree looked good from this side, but now that I noticed that its branches are actually touching the soil, though they go up pretty far up there. So I don't think that's really a good tree anyways. I'm just going to chop it down, because this is unacceptable. When the branches are touching the ground, that makes it not a good tree. It's not tall enough. It needs to clear the ground. So yeah, I'm unfortunately going to have to kill this tree. And I'm going to need to make a dirt pillar to do that. These bigger trees they're a little more, take a little bit more effort, because you have to build dirt pillars, or use the bamboo, use the other kinds of pillar. What's it called? Scaffolding. I never use scaffolding. I always just go with dirt, with just old-fashioned, good old dirt. You know why? Because scaffolding is actually it works a little differently. Like if you crouch, I think like if you crouch, you end up going through it or something like that. So like I just never gotten used to scaffolding yet. It's something to get used to, because it works a little different. See, now I'm out of my hose. I broke my hoe. That's why I wanted to make a hoe. Now I can't break down the canopy as quickly. That's alright. It's not a big deal. I can still break it down by bare hand. It just takes slightly longer. And it's getting dark. So yeah, I just want to finish chopping the trees. That tree's also probably going to have to go. I'm not sure. I can't really quite see it very well from here. But I would guess that it is also touching the ground from what it looks like from up here. Well, no, not really. It's not touching the ground. It's kind of, this is a tree that branches went in the right direction in this tree. This was the branches of that tree were mindful, I suppose. God damn it! It's raining, and I don't want to sleep in the rain, but I really need to sleep. I guess I'll sleep in this underneath this canopy, underneath the decomposing canopy, in my brown bed. I'm already kind of late getting to bed. I hope a creeper doesn't jump down on me while I'm doing that. They might have spawned. That might have been enough time for creepers to spawn. I might be in some danger now. Because I didn't go to sleep very, as soon as I should have. Oops. Oh, damn it. No, I don't see any creepers. I guess we're good. All right, I need to make a hoe. I need another hoe. Ouch. Yeah, I'm gonna need to flatten this stuff out. Flatten the terrain up here. And gosh, it would be nice to make that tree into like expand on that tree and try to grow some other trees around it and hope that they also become tall trees, and then it'll just be like a really big oak tree. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be pretty freaking cool. Because I'm probably gonna just level this entire little hill up here. It's just kind of in the way. It just blocks the view, and it's not, it's not very nice. There isn't really anything particularly great about it. It's just an unnecessary view blocking hill. So I'm probably just gonna level that entire thing, and then I'm gonna make some flat space over here. Or I mean, there's already flat space over where the base camp is. That's another tree that I'm gonna chop down at some point eventually. Let's finish these little trees. I'm gonna finish up what I'm doing over here. I need a hoe though. I really need a hoe. Well, no, there's only this one. And like, why is that canopy not getting broken down? Is it attached to another? There probably is another. Like one more. Just like one more block of wood there is in there. Yeah, I think so. Or because it would have been. Oh, there's a tree. It's attached to this tree, this little tree over here. All right, I want a hoe. I'll just make a temporary crafting table, I guess, that I'll just carry around with me. That's okay. It's okay to do every now and then. It's okay to do this. It's not that bad. I try to avoid doing this, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll come in handy eventually once again. I can go ahead and make a spare stone axe also while I'm at it. There it is, and that's it. Now I don't need it. I don't want to leave it up here. It's not really necessary up here. Okay, let's finish this. Indecisiveness. I'm a big advocate for indecisiveness. Unless you already made a commitment. I do regret that. I did make a commitment, and I betrayed my commitment. And I regret that, and it's not happening again. All right? I hope you guys... I know it's hard to believe me, now that I already I've betrayed you once. Why should you believe me a second time? I've fooled you once. So I hope... I know that this is a big ask this time around, to ask you guys to just trust me now. This time I'm really going to just follow through with what I'm saying I'm going to do. I know it's a big ask this time, especially considering how much I talk about how much I advocate for indecisiveness, right? But no, I think this is really going to be, because I am getting very tired of starting over. I'm getting very tired of starting over. I don't want to keep doing it. I want this to be the last hardcore mode attempt in a long time, and I want to get to day 200 with all of these worlds that I have going on, because I want to come back to them. I can't part with them. I feel attached to all of them, and including this one. This one is too incredible to part with. I'm not going to be able to part with it when I die. Hopefully, I'll make it substantially far into the game. Hopefully, I'm not going to just die before like day 50 or something. Hopefully I'd at least make it to like day 70 or 80 or something, so that at least I feel like, so that I get more attached to it. I suppose if I die early, like right around now, then I guess I can kind of scrap it and say, you know what, I haven't really spent that much time in this place yet, so I probably should just. If that happens, I'm still not starting over another hardcore mode world. I'm going to scrap this. If that happens, if I die early in this one, like within the next 3-4 episodes, I guess. If I die before episode 10, how about that? Before like day 50. If I die before day 50, before I build a little starter house on the peak of the mountain, if I die before that happens, I'm just scrapping this world and I'm not restarting a hardcore series again. Not until I get to day 200 with the three worlds I have going on already, with the prologue world, the nameless world, and the mundane world. That's the plan, and I'm gonna stick to it. I've put a lot of thought about it. The reason I advocate for indecisiveness is because I think that if you feel indecisive, if you feel like you're not very sure about the decision that you're making, well, that means that it might not be a good decision. You want to wait to finalize your decisions until you feel really good about them, until you feel like you're making the right decision. It's gonna be a certain feeling. It's gonna feel right. It's gonna feel like you're doing the right thing. And that's why if you don't feel like you're making the right decision, then you should just wait. You should just wait, and it's okay to remain indecisive about things for as long as you need to. And you know what? And even after you made some decisions, it can sometimes you might feel a change of mind, a change of heart. It might start to feel like perhaps you've made the wrong decision, and then it's okay. It's okay to change your mind sometimes. It's fine. It's okay to go back on your decision, unless you've made commitments to people. If you did make some commitments to people, I do think that you should try to honor those commitments. And I do feel bad about not having done that, about having betrayed my commitments to the prologue world. I should have kept playing the prologue world to day 200, or at least I should have gone back to the nameless world and brought that one up to day 100. And then, made my 100-day world tours, and then came back to the prologue world. Just to stay true to what I said I was going to do. But no, I just had to start over. But that's okay. The spirit of Minecraft has been forgiving towards me. The spirit of Minecraft has granted me yet another absolutely fantastic mountain peak that's even better than the previous mountain peak. Yeah, I was trying to break down canopy with an axe, with a pickaxe there. See, this tree, I don't think this tree is too bad, because I'm going to level this part out, and then it's going to look like it's not too close to the ground. I think this tree is going to make it. This tree is alright by my standards. So I'm just going to leave that tree alone. I'm going to trim this down, because this canopy is coming from that other tree that was adjoining it, and that wasn't a very that tree was a small tree. I'm not particularly excited about the small trees, but these bigger these bigger branches, that canopy, all of that can stay. That's good canopy. That's why I carry around my shears in case I need to renew some canopy, because I kind of want some canopy back on there now. That looks like it's kind of missing some leaves now, doesn't it? Or not? Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Maybe if I prune it a little bit more, actually, it's gonna look right. Yeah, that looks right. Does that look right? No, it needs some trees. It needs some leaves there. I think I pruned it a little bit too much, didn't I? Yeah, I kind of want to put some leaves back on there. Really, am I gonna go all the way back to base camp, get my shears just to add some leaves to this because I've over pruned this tree? Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I can prune off some of the leaves from this tree or from that tree. That tree also needs to come down. And these ones, I still got some more work to do. Ouch. Can I eat an apple yet? Yes, I can. Yeah, I guess I should be carrying around my shears, because I end up needing them when I don't expect. I forgot that that's another utility That's another reason to be carrying around the shears, in case you over prune some trees and you end up having to, because you need the shears to get the leaves. Because if you break down the leaves with a hoe, then they break down into nothing, or they break down into potential saplings and sticks and apples, is what happens. But if you break them down with the shears, then you get a block of leaves, and then you can place that block of leaves down. Let's wait for the stars. Alright, now I'm gonna bring the shears along. Take back my shears. Got so much, plenty of wood now. Lots of wood. Should I be leaving my wood in this chest? Well, no, because I don't anticipate getting a whole lot more of it. You know, I don't expect to just have like full lines of oak log stacks. Not until I, not until. Oh, I need another hoe. I'll just bring the crafting table with me for now, in case I need it again for something. I'm not sure. I need another hoe. I need another pickaxe. Let's go ahead and make those things here. Oops. I also practice sprinting away from the chests sometimes, because sometimes you hear a hiss sound behind you when you're got your inventory up, and I keep my finger on the tab key to close the inventory real quick. And I have inventory remapped to the tab key instead of the E key. I think it's on the E key by default, and I think that's just way too close to your WSD movement keys. So I don't like the inventory on the E key. And I remap the crouch key to the Alt key, and I have tab to crouch and tab to sprint. I walk around a lot. I end up just walking around a lot, just to take it slow. I don't like to rush myself in this game. In case you haven't noticed, in case you're new to this channel, I don't like to rush myself in this game very much. All right. I wanted to bring the shears along but replace some of the leaves for that one tree that I kind of screwed up, and finish chopping the trees on this side, and then I'll be done with this episode, and then that's about it. I guess I can talk a little bit more about indecisiveness. So yeah. I guess I already said everything I wanted to say. There's not really much more to say. So I guess I basically don't really have much more talking points to make. I already said everything that I had. I'll make little flashcards with things that I anticipate talking about. That was the tree, right? I think so. That was the tree that I screwed up. Yeah, I wanted to replace some of the leaves on this side of the tree. Yeah, and this is what you do. You use some of the shears and shear off some leaves. Oops. I'm thinking I'm gonna need like 5 of them. The shears work really fast in those leaves. You hardly need to press for very long. All right, yeah, I just wanted to. This is what I do, guys. I'm very meticulous about this kind of stuff, about the aesthetics. I don't think anybody else does this. This is proudly ignorant canopy management over here. It's very unique play style. I'm pretty sure nobody else in the world of Minecraft actually does this kind of stuff. I kind of want a couple more on that side. Let's get a couple more. Nobody takes the time to do this. This is too tedious. And then again, there's also things that I see a lot of people do that probably is very tedious that I don't do. Like I don't do texturing. I do not texture my builds. I think that it actually doesn't look that great, and I think it's a fake trend. Like I think it just people think that it looks cool because everybody else does it, but in reality, I don't believe that people really like building that way. I don't like the auspicious corners you get with the texturing. And I think it just looks messier that way. So I make very clean, non-textured builds, and those are simpler and less tedious. You don't need as many materials for that. They might not look as impressive on the thumbnails, but I think that they're actually more pleasant. It's more pleasant to play that way, to not be trying to texture everything. So that, but I barely built anything. I built like I made it to building one starter house in each of my 3 worlds that I made any significant progress in so far. Yeah, this tree is gonna need to go, I think. This entire tree. Unfortunate. I guess, should I just chop down this branch? Just get rid of this branch? Nah, I think I'll just chop down the entire thing. Well, let's just leave it alone for now. Well, I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. I'm not sure. I want to look at this to see how it looks from the top. I don't want to make that decision right now. And these trees, I mean, I already kind of went past the extent to which I was planning on going. All right, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That's fine. Let's just do a little bit more. Chop these 2 small trees down also while I'm here, while I'm at it. And then I'm gonna just wait on the chopping. I'm gonna not do any more chopping for a while because I got so much wood now. I got way more wood than I need. I went around the mountain and chopped down the trees, the small trees that are right around the edges of the mountain, at least as far down as I really need to go to feel safe, right? So for the time being, that's all the tree chopping I'm gonna do. Next episode, I'm hopefully. I mean, this isn't a final decision, all right? This is not one of those finalized decisions. As I'm not committing to this decision yet, so don't. I mean, I might chop more trees down. I'm not saying that I won't, but I'm not planning on it for the time being. I'm not planning on it. Unlike my plans, my hardcore mode plans. This I am serious about this. This is going to be my last hardcore attempt. And if I fail in this one, I'm gonna play to day 200 in my other worlds before I make another hardcore mode attempt. I'm just gonna wait on trying hardcore mode again for a while because I want to feel like I'm making some progress. Darn it, I need to feel progress. The funny thing is, I was so close to day 100 on my first attempt in Mundane World 1 in the OG Mundane World. I got to like day 96, I think. And I died, or 94. I think I died in episode 19. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about that tree. I think I am going to actually go back and kill that tree because I'm here. I'm at it. I'm chopping trees. Why not just finish what I'm doing and do a little bit. Well, it's why, because now that I'm looking at it from here, it's not that bad of a tree. I might just need it. Yeah, let's just prune it. Let's just prune this branch down. Just prune this branch away, and just chop off this branch, and then I think that this tree is gonna be fine. Because it's not bad to have these big trees along the side of the hill if they're actually good looking. Most of the time, they're not very good looking. But this tree, I think this tree can actually pull it off. Yeah. I'm just gonna cut off this limb, and the rest of it, I think, actually looks fine. I can even put a torch up here, like over here. Over here. Yeah. Yeah. Put that one up here. There we go. Okay. Now I'm happy with it. And the sheep is also happy with that. That's the ba means good. Means this is good. I like it. That's what that means. I'm trying to learn sheepish. I'm pretty sure the sheep is just saying, "Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like this. Oh yeah." Bah. That's what that means, if you didn't know. Or perhaps they're saying this is bad. That was the title of one of the Prologue World episodes. This is bad. I was talking about how terrible these videos are. They are pretty terrible. I think that's the appeal. They're bad Minecraft videos. I think there's an appeal to it. This is content that I would watch. Okay, in my defense, if other people were making this kind of content, I would watch it. If you're thinking about it, we could be buddies. If you want to start doing this same kind of content because you're watching me do it and you're like, I kind of want to do the same thing, you should totally do it, and I would watch it. I'm gonna watch your content. You know, if it's gonna be similar to this, if you're just making casual, let's play videos, they don't even have to be hardcore. This regular survival mode let's play videos in which that are long play let's play videos. Like, yeah, go ahead with commentary. I want to hear your thoughts as you're playing along. I don't really like the no commentary videos that much, because then you don't know why the person is doing what they're doing. This way, with commentary, I can explain everything to you guys. I can explain my thinking behind it, all of everything that I'm doing, and I can make impolite comments about the Minecraft community, and I can make controversial statements about controversial topics, and share my proudly ignorant opinions with the world. That's what this channel is all about. All right, sunset. I need to sleep. And with that, I think we've made it through another 5 days. So I think this is actually a pretty good stopping point. I should go ahead and drop off all of these logs. No, I don't even have any more logs to drop off. I just got some birch wood. I don't really need to be carrying the birch wood around with me. And then this is where I keep my saplings. I don't really need this. This is a spare crafting table that I don't really need to be carrying around. I guess this is just gonna become my everything chest. I mean, well, this is like the bulk chest, right? And then this is like the everything else chest. Like, I think that's what I'm rolling with for now. I need another here. I can combine the pickaxes and I can make another hoe. Let's do that at the end. This is my end of episode. End of the episode ritual. I do all the little inventory stuff. All right, that's it. That's it. Looks good now. We're all set. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching another episode of the Uncertain World. And thanks for bearing with me and not being too upset with me with my indecisiveness. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I would really appreciate any kind of feedback that you might have for me. It would be great to hear from you. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. I survived to where are we at? Day 20. I survived for 21 days. We're on day 22 now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So that's it, guys. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.